Hi guys, I'm back. It was just a couple of minutes. I know, I saw that, and it's still on the floor. Oh well, it's okay. I tried. Okay, next time I will do a once around and make sure that the background is really pretty. Okay, guys, or at least not cluttered. So anyway, I've been telling you guys that I'm going to read a part of a screenplay I wrote. I wrote this the month my mother passed away, which was August 2015 and to September 2015 because I had all this energy and I was just so saddened and I had so much grief that I think my mother said, "Pearl, get your butt up and dust yourself off and keep stepping." Because that's what she would always tell me when I was having a bad day. She didn't believe in pity and she didn't believe in asking for charity, or she believed in trying to be strong and doing what you need to do to be who you need to be. So I guess it was her saying, write that screenplay, go ahead, do it. So I wrote it. And it didn't take long because I had so much information in my head. Well, anyway, the screenplay is called The Price of Fame, and it's about Michael Jackson faking his death. And with the price of fame, which is kind of what his life is, the price he paid for fame. And he has a song called The Price of Fame. And if you watch The Alive, you'll know that I'm involved in a little bit of Price of Fame clue giving. And I didn't even know that things were going to connect when they connected, but they did because I guess the universe does it. I know it sounds so I don't know, so weird to say those things, but hey, it is what it is. So anyway, the part I'm only going to read about 10 pages, and this is the part that I'm going to read, and it's copywritten and it's registered with the Writers Guild and all that stuff, so it's protected. And I guess nobody in Hollywood wants anything to do with Michael faking his death. You know why? Because he got them. He got them back for all the lies and hounding and all this other stuff. He said, now report this. And that he died, but he really didn't. He faked his death. So I guess the mainstream media, even though I've told them 100,000 times, not that many, but I've sent them e-blast and proof and all this other stuff. And it's like a conspiracy to just keep it all shh. Nobody in mainstream media, shh. Nobody talk about Michael faking his death. Let's keep the lie alive. Let's keep it alive. Even though they know, and I've sent them proof that there's zero that proves that Michael Jackson died. Zero. Nothing proves it. Nothing. It's a hoax. It's the greatest hoax in world history. He's P.T. Barnum, and it's all in this. Okay, yes. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. Okay. Price of Fame. The part that I am going to read, you'll hear it. Okay, so anyway, here's the reading of Price of Fame, The Price of Fame. Subtitle, June 24th, 2009, day before the death announcement, day before. MJ, Michael Jackson, enters the back corridors of the Staples Center wearing a Grim Reaper cape. Before I continue, and I won't interrupt anymore, everything that's in this is all based on facts. I didn't make it up. I just had to connect the dots. But everything in this story is all based on facts. Okay. And yes, Michael wore Grim Reaper cape June 24th in the corridors of the Staples Center. Remember, he had it from Remember the Time where he disappeared and then reappeared. Okay. So, two security guards are standing there. One of them opens the door to the arena where rehearsals are taking place, and lets MJ and his team inside. Staples Center security, is the King of Pop wearing a Grim Reaper cape? The second Staples Center security says, yeah, Grim Reaper, that means somebody's gonna die, and the Grim Reaper is waiting to take over the body. Ooh, he shakes and shivers and he creeps. Well, I'm not dying. You dying? So they're talking to each other. I'm not dying. Maybe Mike's dying. So they just kind of, make a joke about it. Weird, man. Sometimes I get what people mean by calling him Wacko Jacko, man. The other Staples Center guy says, Michael wore that Grim Reaper cape and Remember the Time video. He disappears and then he reappears. Remember that? That was dope, man. Only Mike knows why he does what he does. So Michael Jackson's rehearsals. Now we're in the rehearsals with Thriller, and he zooms in and he's rehearsing with the zombies, and then Dissolve too. That means new scene. Meanwhile, daytime outside of the Carolwood house. Fans are gathered, and a woman is selling maps to Star's home. Her name is Linda. And I used to go there, okay, a lot. The reporter from the 2005 trial that starred was Pearl Jr. I hop out of my car and I walk over to the fans. The map lady is Linda, who walks up to Pearl Jr. and says, "Hey, Pearl Jr." We hug. I've been hearing Michael hasn't been feeling well. What have you guys heard? A fan from the crowd, well, there's a doctor spending the night. What? A doctor spending the night for what? Oh, Pearl, we're also worried about Michael. The Carolwood gates open and a gray new model BMW comes out of the gate. And it's Dr. Murray who drives by. Pearl and Linda have temporarily separated themselves from the fans. Pearl Jr., who was that? Have you seen him before? Linda, no, I'm not sure who that is. Pearl Jr. Pearl Jr. and Linda and the fans all meet up after the car has driven away. Fan, Pearl, we follow Michael to rehearsals, and sometimes he'll stop and he'll talk to us outside. He took pictures with us the other night, but we're worried he looks really skinny. Another fan, I thought he looked dreamy. He's always been skinny, perhaps just a bit skinnier, but his skin was clear and bright. Fan, well, I'm worried something's not right. Why else would a doctor be spending the night? And then I look worried. And this is a true story, guys. Dissolve 2, Staples Center, center stage. MJ is rehearsing with a full band and crew. They really don't care about us, featuring Orenthi, the guitar player. Cut 2, Michael Bearden, the music director, is rehearsing with MJ. Bearden, Mike, you were so on tonight, man. You ready for London? Michael, the dates are approaching fast. I'm so ready and it feels right. That's what Michael says. Cut 2, MJ leaving through the backstage to the parking lot with AEG Live executive Randy Phillips walking MJ to his SUV. So Randy and Michael are walking. Randy Phillips, you look ready, Michael. Are you ready? MJ, very ready. Just remember, the illusion starts tomorrow. That's a true quote from Randy Phillips under oath. Then MJ hops in the SUVs and drives off while Randy Phillips looks on. Dissolve 2, new scene. See, you guys, I know how to write a script. See, I know how to do it. I do know how to do the format and everything because I have a degree in radio, TV, broadcast. Okay, but anyway, nighttime, inside MJ's bedroom. MJ looks at his watch and he says, "It's about that time, Dr. Murray." Dr. Murray's already been introduced already in the movie. MJ and Dr. Murray get up and leave the room. Both make it down to the garage. Before entering, MJ breaks the surveillance camera, and that is inside the gate. No, Conrad Murray breaks the surveillance camera that is inside the garage, facing the garage door interior. Then MJ presses a button inside the darkened garage, and the garage door opens. Cut 2, nighttime, side entrance of Carolwood. Carolwood is the death house, the death announcement house, okay? A dark-colored, unmarked van pulls inside the garage. 2 men in the dark-colored surgical outfit with masks hop out and open the back of the van. The garage door closes. After they go in, the garage door closes as they're hopping out of the van. They see Dr. Murray and one of the men have a European accent. I just kind of added that one in. Okay, European man. Number 1. Now, this is me putting together the dots. So I don't have any proof, except I have proof it was a cryonics dead body. I just want you guys to know. So I'm filling in the blanks here, okay, of how I think they got the body in the body double, okay? All right, European man number 1. Medical license and identification, please. That's what he says to Dr. Murray. Dr. Murray reaches into his pocket and gets his ID and a piece of paper that represents his medical license. The man signals to the other man, all good. Meanwhile, MJ is in his pajamas and house shoes and opens the door so they can enter the house. The men pull out a body on a gurney. The body temperature, wait. The men pull out a body on a gurney and rolls it inside the house where Dr. Murray checks the body temperature with a forehead thermometer, rolling it over the forehead. There's an IV stand and an IV attached to the body filled with clear liquid, with white milky liquid. Everyone goes inside and takes, I put clear liquid here, okay? Everyone goes inside and takes the body upstairs to the master bedroom. The men lift the body on the bed that is covered in plastic. Dr. MJ and Dr. Murray pull the sheets back and they see a body double that looks nearly identical to Michael, with vitiligo spots on the legs and torso, and has a wig on that looks just like Michael's. MJ pulls off the wig and sees the same surgical scar as he had on his scalp. The nose has dimples on the side and surgical scars as well. The body looks just like MJ in every way, but it looks old and sickly. The body is naked, and as MJ and Conrad Murray talk, they are dressing the body with the same pajamas that Michael has on. The European man says, "Here's the body of Michael Joseph Jackson." Conrad Murray, "The body is still way too cold." And Conrad Murray has a Caribbean accent. I can't do a Caribbean accent. One of the men from the van has a thick Romanian accent and says, now I don't know if it's from Romania, but I got a little maybe. Okay, the European man, it's got to be cold until proper resuscitation can be performed at the appropriate temperature. Conrad Murray, I know that, but it's still 5 degrees colder than it's supposed to be now. MJ panicked. Well, we have to wait for the body to be the proper temperature so the paramedics don't notice anything suspicious. Conrad Murray, well, turn up the temperature. And when it's the proper temperature, the paramedics will be called. MJ, I'll close the heat off in other parts of the house so everyone in the house doesn't notice how hot it is in here. MJ walks over to the controls on the wall. European man number 2. The body should be normal temperature in about 10 to 12 hours. The 2 men leave, taking the gurney with them. Conrad Murray, he's saying, I have to set up several IVs so the saline can pump into the drying organs and moisten them. Then use the oxygen to circulate the saline. No deterioration can be detected. As long as they're not looking for deterioration, they won't notice it. The liquid nitrogen or liquid oxygen simply dissipates. Hey, what if I'm able to resuscitate the body or the paramedics do it? Oh no, what if it really works? MJ, we'll be a part of medical history either way. And I'll have to do all those 50 concerts and proceed that way. So either way, it's a win-win situation. I'll just have to find another way to disappear. He's getting emotional. So I'll have to find another way to disappear because I long for my freedom to be normal, live a normal life, going to the grocery store, walking into a public park, standing in line at the post office, just doing regular everyday stuff that I haven't had a chance to do. Conrad Murray, medically, I have to sincerely try to resuscitate, even do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I have to do CPR. MJ, I couldn't do this without you, Dr. Murray. If resuscitation doesn't work, then it's the show, not this is it. That's going to be a movie, and AEG will distribute it. My death is the show. Conrad Murray, you thought of everything, didn't you? MJ, the news of my death will rock the world. It'll be interesting to see how the cards fall after the paramedics arrive. They will use everything they got to resuscitate this body, and so will UCLA. Make sure you do not sign that death certificate. Conrad Murray, first priority, we got to warm this body up. It's much too cold right now. The body must be warmer. I'll check on it every hour to see what progress has been made. It's going to be a long night. Dissolve 2. So now we're dissolving 2. Subtitle, Morning, Death Day, June 25th, 2009. So it's go. It's go time. It's go time. MJ gets out of bed. He is in another bedroom, fully dressed in pajamas, and walks down the hall to the master bedroom with the body in it. The room is set up similar to a hospital room with oxygen tanks, medications on the nightstand, IV bags hanging from the IV stand connected to the body. There's an oxygen mask covering the body double that is now identical to MJ's because it has on the same pajamas as Michael. The body double's eyes are open. Conrad is on the phone talking to MJ's insurance company. MJ sits in another chair while staring at the body in bed in amazement. MJ is also listening to Conrad Murray on the phone and nodding to agreement to Conrad Murray while he talks on the phone. This is Conrad on the phone. CM, Mr. Jackson is refusing to send you his medical records. I understand that Mr. Jackson said no. He already gave you a physical exam a few months ago, and that proved he was healthy and drug-free. He's very aware that he has to take another physical when he arrives in London before the concert opens. Yes, Mr. Jackson agrees to that. I'll tell him he has no insurance, even though AEG Live sent you the money for the premium, but that does not mean he is covered. I got it. No, the rumors aren't true that Mr. Jackson is sick, weak, frail, and addicted to medications. Don't believe the tabloids, believe me, his doctor. He's fine, he's in good health. His last 2 days of rehearsals were phenomenal. Everyone there agreed the king is back. He did the whole show and still has about 3 weeks of rehearsals before opening night. I realize that, but I will talk to Mr. Jackson about releasing his medical records. But he said no. We'll be in touch. Yes, I know Mr. Jackson is not currently insured. I am aware. Goodbye. Conrad Murray gets up and slaps MJ high five while MJ is sitting on the chair on his laptop computer. Conrad Murray says, "What are you doing, MJ?" "Leaving some clues for my most dedicated fans so they can learn I faked my death." Conrad Murray, "That's a bit risky." Michael, "Not at all, because the FCC requires that when there's a hoax reported, it must also be reported it's a hoax. So I have to leave clues." You thought of everything, Michael. You're something else. MJ, "I feel so badly about fooling my fans, but this is the only way for me to get my total freedom. I still have a legacy to grow and protect." Cut to MJ is still on the laptop and he's on GoDaddy.com registering domains. He registers MichaelJacksonDeathHoax.com, MichaelJacksonHoaxDeath.com, MichaelJacksonNotDead.com, MichaelJacksonAlive.com, MJIsAlive.com, ComebackMichaelJackson.com, MichaelJacksonFakeDeath.com, and I-am MichaelJackson.com. All on June 25th, 2009. He surfs the internet and learns, and now we're talking to Michael. "Oh no, Ferris Fawcett died. I love her. She's so beautiful. Oh gosh, I feel bad doing this on her final day on Earth, but it's too late to turn back now. Gosh, Ferris, rest in peace." Conrad, "Please be sure to send a huge flower display to the funeral from Anonymous." Conrad Murray is up and just finished checking the body temperature with the forehead thermometer like he's been using. Conrad Murray says, "I'll be sure to have that done at her funeral. It's about that time." I don't know if he sent flowers in Anonymous. This part I'm just kind of ad-libbing, okay? But Farrah Fawcett did die on that day, so everything's based on facts. And Michael having a giving heart, he would do that. Don't you agree? I would agree. Okay. "I will be sure," Conrad Murray says, "I will be sure to have that done at her funeral. It's about that time for you to go now, Michael. You got everything you need. You got to get out of here unnoticed. Come on, Michael, let's go. It's that time. The body is the perfect temperature. I'll inject the propofol now in the leg so there's fresh propofol. Now just the propofol left over from the freezing process. Now there's just the propofol left over from the freezing process. Watch Alive 2, you'll understand what I mean by that. And then Conrad picks up a bottle of propofol and injects it into the IV tubing that is connected to the leg of the body. Conrad massages the leg to move the propofol through the leg. Dr. Murray purposely positions the bottle of propofol under the bed so it can be found easily. MJ, all I gotta do is get myself out of here unnoticed. My security has been taught that in the case of an emergency, everybody must leave the house. Everyone has instructions about what to do. It's all ready. Conrad Murray, well, I'm ready, Michael. Michael, Conrad, it's showtime. I need an Academy Award performance. Wait, do the CPR on the bed and then on the floor. There was the same confusion about Elvis. Was he found on the bed or was he found on the floor? We got to make this perfect. We got to leave clues. Conrad Murray. But CPR has been on a flat surface, but CPR has to be done on a flat surface. That's what Conrad Murray says. Michael says, add some spice. Do something that's a little crazy and weird that makes people think something's not right. Okay, Conrad, don't forget to do that. 777 means good luck, and so does 11. So we're rolling for a 7 and 11. Okay, Michael. Conrad Murray takes a deep breath. Conrad walks out of MJ's bedroom and runs down the stairs. Conrad panicked and yelling, "Get security, get Prince!" Conrad Murray runs back upstairs. Meanwhile, MJ is watching from a crevice down the hall in secret. So Michael's hiding somewhere in the hallway. MJ's running into MJ's room. He's watching the EMT running into MJ's room and into the room. No, he's watching security. Let me stop. Let me read this as it's written instead of me ad-libbing. Okay, meanwhile, MJ is watching from a crevice down the hall in secret. Running into MJ's room is security guard Alberto Alvarez. He's an Hispanic guy in his 30s. He sees what looks like MJ in distress, not breathing, and Conrad Murray performing CPR with mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and chest compressions while on the bed. But Conrad Murray has his hand on his back for support. So I'm just saying how he's doing it. Alberto Alvarez gets his cell phone off his hipster and pushes 911. And then Alberto Alvarez, yes, sir, I need an ambulance as soon as possible, sir. Okay, sir, what's the address? It's 100 North Carrollwood Drive, Los Angeles, California, 90077, operator. Okay, Carrollwood, Alberto Alvarez, Carrollwood Drive, yes. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. That is 10 pages, so just about 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the movie, The Price of Fame. So I thought that I would read some of it, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not available. The movie's not made. So if anybody is interested in reading the screenplay and making a movie about Michael faking his death, I have the story. You can call me, Elbow Grease Productions, or you can email me at pearljr@michaeljacksoninsider.com. And for my phone, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.